Hey everybody, this is Dave B69, and this is Philadelphia Phillies franchise baseball on MLB The Show 25. We are going to Tampa Bay. Now, this is going to be a different year in Tampa Bay because we are not going indoors. We are actually going to an outdoor stadium. Basically, did a creative stadium. They still had us basically playing at the old their stadium and everything that currently has no roof. But we've decided that we want to play in like somewhat representative kind of thing. And basically we made George M. Steinbrenner Field, and basically the dimensions are probably incorrect, but the actual number of attendance is actually right on board. So that's what we're going to be using. And this is just going to be a 1 year only kind of thing where we're just going to use this, and then they're going to be back in their stadium next year. So it just made sense to do this kind of thing for a one-time basis. So everybody is fine. This is all fine and good. I'm going to let Max just DH one day, just basically because that way he can lose some of the tiredness, and then I'll do the same thing for Nick and stuff, just to give the outfielders a little time off. So let's get to playing.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. Biggest story coming into this one is what he's been able to do at the plate recently. Absolutely on fire, Singy.
Yeah, he's been terrific, Boog. Has really made this a dangerous team. His bat's been lethal of late, and it's opening up a lot of opportunities for his teammates, too.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to go. And starting on the mound for the Rays, Zach Littell. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Here comes Bryce Harper. Tons of pop. Right now he's third in the National League in homers. And a breaking ball misses outside. The Phils have raced out of the gate to start the season. Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and it goes just foul. Turner runs. Throw into third. In there safely.
Everything came together for him. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
So runners at the corners. Nobody out. And now Byron Buxton. And that is out of play.
Yeah, when a team's winning at this kind of pace, Boog, the vibes are great. I was on two different teams that had a .600 winning percentage or better in the first month of the season, and both of them went on to win the division.
And a count 1-2. Check swing. Now a look down to first. No swing. Just held it back there. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, when you throw the same pitch back-to-back, that's how you want to do it. Set him up in the strike zone, then extend a little bit from there and see if you can get him to chase. Nicely done with the slider right there.
And now it's Alec Bohm. Fly ball down the line. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Turner, the runner at third. Harper at first. One gone. Line drive, that's a base hit. Run scores easily, and the Phillies strike first. It's 1-0.
Well done. Drives in the run. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field.
First and second, one out. This is Bryson Stott. Swing and a miss, strike one.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got one run in, you got to try to get another one or maybe two.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Ground ball right side, could be two. The flip to second, and that's all they'll get.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over and got the ground ball.
Here comes Real Muto. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Harper scores, and they lead by 2.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Now batting Max Kepler.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
That's off the mark. Ball one.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Check swing, and that's a ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Swing and a miss.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple left on. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Phillies 2, the Rays coming to bat. Back here with my pal Singy, and today on the hill, Aaron Nola. What do we need to know here?
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher, so it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
And first offering is fouled off.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Boom. Throws on to first. 1 up, 1 down. Take a look at the lineup. Not the highest team batting average for this squad. They're down towards the bottom of the league in total hits, and Singy, because of that, they don't score a ton.
Yeah, and Boog, I'm looking for a little better performance out of them today. I mean, if they're going to be dangerous, if they're going to be able to create scoring opportunities, they're going to have to start making some individual adjustments. A lot of players in this lineup probably aren't happy with how they've hit the ball so far. So today's a chance to get something going.
Yandy Diaz in the box now. No balls and a strike. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Down in order go the Rays, and they're down 2-0. And we're back. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Littell back to work. Hit on the ground to short. Kim. Over to first. Great pick.
Good stretch there to make the play. It looks like someone added a little yoga to their daily routine, if you ask me.
Steps to the plate. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. Aranda brings it in. 2 up, 2 down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
So the batting order turns over. Trey Turner stands in for the Phillies. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. On the ground to the left. Gets it to first. And they get Turner for the out. And they go down fast. 3 outs on 3 pitches. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Phillies 2, the Rays nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the second. Lau at the plate. Wow. Nola was recently named pitcher of the month for some outstanding work on the mound. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
No question that he earned that pitcher of the month award, Boog. He was just dominant. String together enough of those and you can expect some other hardware on the mantle.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1. There's a swing and a drive. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Digging in, Christopher Morel. Right side, hard hit. Harper takes it to the bag. That's 1 out in the bottom of the second.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score.
2 on, 1 out. Now it's Jansen to hit. That one's in there. Strike 1. Tying run is at first here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Patrick Johnson calling the balls and strikes.
Pretty standard zone for Johnson. Sometimes he might get a little jumpy, a little excited and expand the zone, but usually you at least feel like the pitcher on the mound is earning it, and that's important because you got to make players earn it.
And he deals. Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Next one just misses. It's 2-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Good horizontal movement on that curveball right there, and just enough to get him to chase it. He placed it just off the corner, and that's one of those where a pitcher says if he's going to miss, he's going to miss off the plate. So really good job. Great pitch for the punch-out.
Inning over. So the Rays strand a pair. They trail things here 2-0. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. And a foul ball. Line drive, caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Here's Byron Buxton. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Long run, nice grab. And there's 2 down.
The batter, the third baseman, Alec.
2 outs, base is empty. And here comes Alec Boehm. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Phillies down in order. They're up 2-0. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Rays, Johnny DeLuca. Ball 1 there.
Well, I don't think anyone was surprised to see Nola have success in the majors. He was a star in college, playing for LSU, becoming a finalist for the 2014 Golden Spikes Award as one of the top amateur baseball players in the country.
Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
The right fielder, number 15, Josh.
So the Rays batting order turns over. Josh Lowe will hit next. And he takes a strike. 1 out, base is empty. That misses.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And now it's even 1-1. And that
2 balls,
one
1 strike.
cutting but missing down low. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other
The
way.
batter, number
But that
1,
time, little
designated
anxious.
hitter, Ricky.
2 down, base is empty. And here is Richie Palacios. That's in for a strike.
Ball 1.
2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a pop up in foul ground. Boom. Sizes this one up. He makes the grab, and that'll do it. Rays go in order. 1, 2, 3. They're still down. It's 2-zip. Back here at the ballpark,
Leading
let's
off for
check
the
out the
Phillies,
latest
the
news
second
from around the
baseman,
league.
Bryson Stott.
Foul ball there. Outside low, and that's ball 1.
1-1.
Yeah, that's fouled off. And down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
That's about as nasty of
Up
a
next for
splitter as you'll come
Philadelphia,
across,
the
especially
catcher,
in terms of
JT.
movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Down the line. Did he trip? What happened? Sniper?
Great effort. That's how bad he wanted that one. Head first dive.
That's
Ball.
inside.
That's inside.
And that is ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. And a swing and a miss.
All sliders so far in
1
this
ball,
at bat to get
2
ahead in the
strikes.
count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that's always the key to effective
Now batting,
pitching is getting ahead in the
designated
count.
hitter,
And
Max
as a pitcher, it really
Kepler.
allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Misses
Ball
off the
inside.
inside, and it's 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Two the count.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 2 outs. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Down quickly. And we're back.
And
John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Yandy Diaz. That one fouled off.
Well, these Rays just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. I think things are happening a little quick.
Hammers that one. Curling down the line and foul.
Clearly he was geared up for the fastball right there. Maybe got a little jumpy and excited out of the hand, but he certainly didn't miss a stitch.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here, and the strikeout is not automatic.
Good eye on that spot.
Tough to take a 2-strike changeup that just missed. They get frozen.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Nola fires. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. And now it's Brandon Lowe. Lowe, 30 years old now, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2015. One down, base is empty. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely, it's a double, and his second hit.
He was all over that one. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Man at second. Swings through that one.
Well, you can't expect to get a great pitch to hit with an open base and a runner on second. He's going to have to really tighten up his sights here, make sure that he can barrel up the ball.
Steps on first for the out.
Up next for the Rays.
Now a chance for Jonathan Aranda. He was walked intentionally his first time. And he takes one right on the black. That's strike 1. Lowe on 3rd with 2 out. Swing and a ball popped up. It's going to fall for a hit. In comes the run from 3rd. It's an RBI single, and now they trail by 1. Danny Jansen to hit here. Tap foul at the plate.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Raised down by a run. And downstairs.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Phillies 2, the Rays 1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Littell back to work. A little out front there as he swings through it. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where hitters hit the ball, but within the new shift rules? making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Just 3 pitches for the punch out right there. Very efficient, I'll say. And starting him out with off-speed stuff on the first 2 strikes. And at that point, as a hitter, it's hard to know what's coming 0-2. You want to stay back and try to be ready for something soft, but you also have to be able to hit the fastball. And if you are looking for something hard, it can be pretty tough to catch up to because you don't have a chance to time it. So he threw it right by him there and sent him packing.
Diaz. He steps on the bag, and the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th. So the Philly batting order turns over. Trey Turner now. Ground ball left side. Over to Diaz. Turner is out. And the Phillies are set down in order. Phillies go down quietly in the inning as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here is Ha-Seong Kim. First pitch just misses.
1-0.
Bunting, and it's right in front of the plate. And that's a foul ball. Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Oh, I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else. Anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift at a 2-strike count. But sometimes you just get fooled, and you got to tip your cap.
DeLuca batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Low in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And it's 1-1. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the 5th. Nothing doing for Tampa. They're down 2-1. Top 6. Now the number 2 hitter, Bryce Harper.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
0-1.
Close, but called the ball. And 1-1.
Evidently not too impressed with that call, and it feels like he got squeezed on the outside corner, so he's making his case. You got to be careful to pick your spots in terms of showing your frustration with the umpire, and he felt this was his time. Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
And now Kevin Cash out of the dugout and ready to make a move to the bullpen. Zach Littell won't go any further, and he was a tough nut to crack. Pretty stingy from start to finish. Back with the new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for
and the Rays. They go to the bullpen. Drew Rasmussen.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's the center fielder, Byron Buxton. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch swinging.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
And that squirts through. And they have their first base runner since the first inning.
kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Kim with the throw to first, 2 away. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Buxton on at second with 2 down. In the air to left down the line. And that's a foul ball. And a 1-2. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Aranda sizing this one up, and that is that. Phillies strand 1, but they still lead it 2-1. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now it's the DH, Richie Palacios.
Palacios.
Fought off foul. And a bunt towards third. And it's just foul. That was close. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
That one down the line, and foul ball. 1 down, base is empty. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Nabs it, and there's 2 down. Brandon Lowe next to hit for the Rays. First pitch misses. 2 down, nobody on here in the bottom of the 6th. And now 2-0. And that one fouled off. Out towards left center. Marsh moves under it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound.
Now
Kevin Kelly.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
Real Muto at the plate and takes high there. Action in the pen down there. Garrett Clevenger appears to be getting loose. Uceta also getting ready. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
Struck him out looking.
Everything in that at bat was away until the final pitch. 3 pitches in a row on the outside part of the plate, and of course, that gets you conditioned to look out there, maybe a little bit out on your toes. So a great call on pitch number 4 to just hit that inside part of the plate and freeze him for strike 3.
Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. Castellanos at the plate now as he chases after that one.
0-1.
swing and a miss. Jansen on to first, and Castellanos is out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Offense held in check there, midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Phillies 2, the Rays 1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now up for Tampa Bay, Christopher Morel. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. In there at the knees for a strike.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Stop. Hauls it in for the out. Now the third baseman, Jonathan Aranda. And that drops in for a strike. Hammered down the line. Should be extra bases. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
All over that one right there. He got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
In plenty of time to first, and they got him.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Kim in the box now. Takes strike 1. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. The tying run is 90 feet away. Ground ball right side, and that one finds its way through. The run scores from third, and it's an RBI single, and this game is tied in the 7th. So 2 down. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Johnny DeLuca. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
Ball game is still tied.
Runner on the go. And there's a foul ball. See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. We look ahead to inning number 8. We are tied 2-2. And we're back. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Marsh. Kelly back to work. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. Bullpen movement for the Rays. Pete Fairbanks warming up for manager Kevin Cash. Strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Here's Turner now. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Squeezes it. And that quickly 2 away. Here comes Bryce Harper. The first overall pick back in 2010. That one outside. And that's ball 1.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
That one clips the outside corner. And the count 1-1. Cut on and lifted in the air. Morel hauls it in to end the inning.
Now pitching for the
Back
Phillies.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Tanner Banks.
Tanner.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Swinging a foul out of play. And that one fouled off. Stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Got him. And that's the first out.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after
back.
this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
And now Richie Palacios. And it gets by him. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. Manages to throw to third.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Punched that ball down the opposite field line, just barely able to keep it fair, but once it dropped in, he was off and racing for the triple. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
The batter, number 8.
So the go-ahead
Second
run is in the
baseman,
scoring position. Brandon Lau next to hit for the Rays.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog. Well, in this situation with runners on, you got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Outside low. 2 balls and a strike.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
He goes down looking.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Morel swings through it for strike 1. That's too low. Ball 1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
In the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Runners hold tight. It's a ball and 2 strikes. On the ground to third. Boom. Throws out to first. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late. 2 left on. 9th inning coming up. We are tied 2-2. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Pete Fairbanks.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Byron Buxton now at the plate. 1 for 3. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
And a swing and a miss there.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
And that one way outside. Yeah, the count 1-2. .99 mph to finish him off.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with 2 strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Now here is Alec Bohm. Strike 1.
All 1's the count.
And that misses. And the count is 1-1. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. A solo shot. It's his 6th home run of the season, and now they're out in front. It's 3-2. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. No doubt in my mind, just about everybody in this ballpark holding their breath on that one. I tell you, just barely snuck it inside the foul pole, and talk about a huge swing. That's it in this ball game. Could be the biggest swing of this ball game. We'll see.
Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. 0 for 3 in this one. That one misses, and it's 1-0. They say you win.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And a ground ball to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Real Muto now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Strike 2.
Well, you've got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Yohan Duran. He comes in with a chance for his 2nd save of the season.
Yohan
Aranda in the box now, takes strike 1. Right through there for a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
And just misses with that one. Hard ground ball, base 9. And the tying run is on base here in the bottom of the 9th.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Just missed.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where if you're going to catch up to one, that's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
Strikes him out with 102.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called.
Off balance feed, there's one. The double play ends it right here.
Any day of the week, a pitcher will take 2 for 1. Nice double play to get him out of the jam. They get the W. Way to go, guys.
3-2 the final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Yes, good victory against a good Tampa Bay team. Not great Tampa Bay team, but a good Tampa Bay team. Did enough on offense to get us through. Alec Bohm, huge home run. So, yeah. Got a steady little offense. I mean, Stott's a little struggling. We got to get him turned around. So about Max as well. Marsh has been struggling all year as well. Hopefully we'll see a little bit better. We started off the game like really nice and hot and then just completely cooled off. But Nola pitched really well. Just unfortunate that he gave up a couple runs. But that is what it is. I mean, that's baseball. I mean, this kind of thing will happen. So, anyway, till the next game. This is David B69 saying, have a great day, everybody. Peace. How about?